This is the third and final part of India's mass movement for freedom. In our two earlier parts, we discussed how India was enslaved and how first war of independence evolved in the country and how mass movement for freedom started when Gandhi arrived in India from South Africa. And we covered the period up to non-cooperation movement. Here I talk about the Salt Satyagraha, which is considered to be the greatest, the biggest movement, non-violent Satyagraha movement in the country, in which nearly 100,000 people went to jail, including 17,000 women, and it was preceded by a historic event in Lahore, the Congress session, in which Nehru, the president of the Congress at that time, declared that goal of the Congress and of the nation is full freedom from British rule. And this was followed by Dandi March of Gandhi, and Gandhi led 78 Satyagrahis from Sabarmati Ashram to the ocean. And the day Gandhi broke the salt law in Dandi, about 5 million people countrywide organized campaigns, movement, and it was a great upheaval in the country. Two important events took place during that period. One was a dharasana Satyagraha, in which nearly 300 Satyagrahis were beaten brutally by the police when they went to demonstrate against a salt factory in Gujarat. This was led by Sarojini Naidu. So this is very important because when the people were beaten by sticks by the police, they did not raise even their hands in self-defense to protect their heads. It was a great sight of non-violent bravery. Second was in Northwest Frontier Province, where Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan led the movement in which 250 people died of police firing with great bravery. And then we talk about the revolutionary stream. There were many revolutionaries, and so here there is a panel. We talk about Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Ashfaq Ullah, Ram Prasad Bismil. This is Barkatullah, Professor Barkatullah Bhopali, then Raja Mahendra Pratap, Shyamji Krishna Verma, Bhikaji Kama, and so on. This is the youngest revolutionary, Khudiram Bose, and this is the great revolutionary poet and revolutionary activist, Qazi Nazrul Islam. Then comes freedom movement in 1942, Quit India movement, and that created a great upheaval in the country. And in that, Gandhi went to jail, and his wife died there in jail, Kasturba Gandhi. His secretary also died there, but Gandhi did not make any effort to capitalize on their death. He says our struggle is non-violent. Well, then we talk about 1946, when violence erupted in Noakhali, and Gandhi went there, and how he controlled the violence. This is a great experiment in human history. Then we talk about final assault on Indian masses by the imperialist forces and their Indian allies when a volcano of communal violence erupted in the country, and Gandhi plunged himself, and due to Gandhi's sacrifice, Gandhi's martyrdom, violence stopped in India and Pakistan. So this is the sad part of the struggle. And then finally we talk about, we have a post panel which talks about current challenges, and we highlight the issue of, the central issue is people-centric state, because currently the state is repressive, polarizing people. I think we need to fight those instincts and make the state realize that it is running on people's labor, and hence it should be people-centric. Then we talk about freedom federalism, which is a very sacrosanct principle for democracy. And here we talk about autonomy of institutions in media, education, and foreign policy. And we highlight here one important thing, that the famines that were so prevalent in British rule, India won over those through Green Revolution, but still the conditions of farmers, especially in last few years, have deteriorated, and we need to be careful about it. So I think this entire exhibition will, I hope, awaken the conscience of our people, and they will stand for truth without fear. So wonderful talking to you.